Welcome to RadioOnFire.com, home of the Diamond K Show. And now for your urban news and entertainment report. Here's your host, Diamond K.
RadioOnFire.com, yours truly, Diamond K. Thank you for joining me. Before I get into this interview, I want to say this, that we have over 150,000 listeners per month, so I definitely want to shout y'all out and thank y'all. We have a brand new Twitter page at The Radio on Fire. Now, I'm joined by the very lovely Asia Sparks. How you doing?
Oh, hey, I'm good. Good. Having a good time in Baltimore. Thanks for having me.
How often do you come through Baltimore?
Oh, man. What's funny is I used to live in Baltimore. Yeah,
Okay.
Well, the people at 6, is that you?
That's me.
Oh, man. Well, you know.
They know what I'm talking to.
That's all right, though. That's cool. Look, but the people over there at 66 Raw, it was like, that's the county. But I used to stay out Towson for like 6 months. So.
Yeah. So that's so you
Come
wouldn't.
on,
Yeah. So
man.
you don't
gotta
say
give
that you
me
used to live in
some.
Baltimore.
But
Yeah.
I was out there though. Like, I did a few shows out there and doing it for the people. So,
All right. So let's talk a little bit about the beginning. What are your earliest musical memories?
Man, my early, what's crazy? Because I was just telling a friend the other day, I was like, I don't really remember like details about my childhood except the music. Like I used to listen to I remember my mom and my dad, they always used to listen to like Biggie and like Lil Kim. And it's crazy because I'm growing up and why do I still remember this? Like I remember watching TV and I'm just like, yo, I love music, and I used to be rapping all the words, and I didn't know what they were saying. I used to be cursing a little bit, and my mom was like, "What? Like, what you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I just thought I didn't know what they said. I just loved the music." So that's all I really remember as my childhood, having a good time, and just it was all about the music for me, all about the hip hop.
The hip hop.
Yeah,
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Grew
Shout
up
out to
in
Philly.
Philadelphia,
Okay.
Philadelphia, South Philly, what up? Jersey, what up?
So when did it change for you? When did you decide that you wanted to be an artist?
Well, it was crazy. At the time, I was in college and I was in nursing school, so I didn't really. I knew I was good at music and I knew I loved it, but I never really thought that I would even make a career out of it. And then one day, I did my first freestyle video. And I had shot a video for it, and then I tweeted it to 50 Cent, and 50 had hit me back and was like, "Yo, this is nice." And next thing you know,
I like your 50 voice. That was
this is
kinda
nice.
hot.
Yeah, it's bad, but yeah, but and next thing you know, I got fans from all over the world, Brazil, everywhere, and I had 17K views in 1 hour, and that was just a blessing. And I was really I was like, "Yo, that's crazy!" I ran downstairs, I was screaming, and it was an amazing feeling. And yeah, that was my first video.
So you did the freestyle video, and then you started continuing to do those. How did you transition from somebody who was inspiring to do it to somebody who's doing it?
Oh, man. Well, first, I didn't know what I was getting into at all. Yeah. And then next thing you know, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to drop another video. So I started dropping Faja. I dropped my first single, Faja. And people started to latch on to it. And next thing you know, I just started getting booked for shows. And just people started getting interested in what I was doing. And then I won a Powerhouse. And it's a concert in Philadelphia, and this was my second month in the game. Yes.
Why you say it like it was just just a little concert? That's a big deal.
But I try to remain humble at all times.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. So so you said you didn't know what you were getting into. Expand on that a little bit.
Nobody really knows what they're getting into when they get in the music game. I don't think anybody knows how hard it is. Yeah. Until you get in there, until you really start grinding. It's really an everyday thing. You got to keep working on it, and you're constantly rebuilding it, and you're constantly re-innovating yourself. So I never really knew what I was getting into. I'm thinking okay, it's going to be music, it's going to be a good time, but really there's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of push. It's a lot of sacrifice behind being an artist,
Absolutely. On fire.
It's
right
cool
now.
though.
My phone is on fire. Okay, so what is the this is a strange question for you. What is your definition of success? Like when you think of success, who do you think about?
When I think of success, who do I think about, or what's the definition of success?
Who do you think about first?
Oh man, myself. I try to think about what will it take for me to be successful. What do I need to work on every day to reach my short-term goals? what do I need to work on. I also think about some of the things that I've been through, my failures that have taught me the valuable lessons that I need to know to be successful. I think about hard work. I think about everybody who has been in my shoes, and the things that they've been through and the stories that they've told. I always say that I look up to like 50 Cent as far as his story, and as far as his hustle. And now, an average dude from New York, and now he got the Get Rich or Die Trying movies, and you got the vitamin waters and the sneakers. And, I look at those things and I say, hey, if he can make it, so can I,
Absolutely. What? Let's talk a little bit about Murder, She Wrote, your mixtape right here. How can people get this?
Well, listen, my mixtape, Sparkle Volume 2, Murder, She Wrote, it's really awesome. You got to go check it out. It's on Dat Piff right now. It's hosted by DJ Damage. Got records from Jalu Beats. Got records from everybody. Dizzy Wrights on there.
Okay.
Gilly. It's a really good project. I even produced a couple of records myself. So check it out. You're gonna love it. Again, it's datpiff.com. Sparkle Volume 2, Murder, She Wrote. Okay.
You're coming up in the digital age.
Yeah.
So, prior to that, there wasn't the internet. Do you really think that the internet helps or hurts your music hustle?
I mean, I think the internet helps like 110%. Like, again, we're just going in with the times. We're adapting to the times. Everything is like, technical, I guess, right? Am I saying it wrong? Technical. And at this moment, like back in the day, it was no internet or, YouTube where you could just like put a video out and then it's exposed to the world. You had to physically walk up to somebody and say, take my demo, and really had to gamble if they called you or not. Now it's just so easy. Video. Here's my info. Here's my management information. Here's where you can find me. And of course, and I utilize it 110%. We got YouTube now. We have like Vivo. We have all these different apps. We have Pandora where it's just playing music, and I'm with it. I love the technology.
So you definitely have embraced it. AsiaSparks.com is where people can go. And what about your social media?
Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SparkleGirlA, SparkleGirlA. YouTube at SparkleGirlA. If that's too hard, I hate to say this, but Google as Asia Sparks. It's always easy.
Absolutely.
And show love. So hit me up. If you like the music, let me know.
Definitely. So, anything you want to say to your listeners and supporters before we get out of here?
I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for your support and your undivided attention, and I want to thank Radio on Fire. Woo!
Okay.
Thank you, 110%. And make sure you go get the mixtape. It's a really, really great project. Sparkle Volume 2, again, Murder, She Wrote. On datpiff.com.
Okay.
Follow me. You already know.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking some time to chop it up with me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And wish you much continued success.
Thank you.
All right. RadioOnFire.com. Stay tuned, y'all.